Hello, I'm Joan Landis. So if you're struggling with symptoms of being down and depressed, one of the fastest things that you can do is a technique that we call behavioral activation. And that just means do something. There's something really empowering about actually moving your body and doing something. And a lot of times when we've kind of gone down that dark spiral, we do and do and do less. And so we need to reverse that spiral by starting to do a little more, a little more, a little more. And so one of the first things we want to do is encourage people who are trying to get out of that spiral to set and achieve very small goals, okay? Don't do something that's too huge. Just something very small. Some good behavioral activations are, think of 3 reasons to be grateful for something that happened that day and express them to somebody, okay? That's a great behavioral activation. Another one is to get your body moving. Can you just go outside and sit in the sunshine and look around and enjoy the beautiful sky and the sun and the clouds and the birds? Can you do that? And maybe you could go for a little walk, okay, a little walk outside. And that would activate your body. And that would set a little goal that you can achieve. I'm not saying go for a hike. I'm saying a little walk. Can you do that? Can you get up and can you get dressed? You know, that's a very important thing. Everybody feels better when they are dressed and groomed. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but we do. We feel better. And so if you can even set the goal that today I'm going to get out of my pajamas, I'm going to get in some clothes, I'm going to brush my hair, I'm going to put on a little makeup, I'm going to, just get dressed and groomed. I know a man that was dying of cancer, and he was wanting to leave himself open to a miracle from God. And so he was dying of cancer and in great pain. But every day he would get up and he would get fully dressed in a suit and tie. And then he would lay back down on top of his bed, not underneath the blankets. And that was his way of saying, I have done my part in creating a miracle of healing if God will do his part, and that I'm putting myself in the position for that miracle to happen. And so as we activate our behavior, just set small goals and do them. That's our way of doing our part to activate this miracle, of getting out of this kind of depressed state. And then the other thing that's important as you set these very small goals is to self-validate. Now you should know how to do that because you've already gone through some of the other courses. But basically, after you do that small behavior, that small goal, make sure you self-validate and you give yourself kudos. I did it and it feels good. It feels good to get dressed and to get my hair done. It feels good to put my shoes on and not wander around in my pajamas all day. It feels good to get out in the sun. It's such a beautiful day. It feels good to take my dog for a little walk. That's where we need to start. You're going to start small and just build and build and build. So you start small and do that for a few days to a week. And just notice if you don't feel a little more powerful and a little bit stronger, okay? And that's called behavioral activation. We've got research on that. It's really cool stuff. So even something like writing a thank you note could be a great little goal to do, and send it off. And then tell yourself, I feel so good for expressing that appreciation to somebody else. And so please set those little goals. Play around with them, achieve them, self-validate, get on the forums, tell us what was the most important for you and what made a difference in your life, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.